Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today's violin lesson will be on part 3 of the first movement of the Mendelssohn Concerto, starting in measure, let me see if I can get this right, 139, and we'll go over to where the tempo 1 comes back in letter F, which is 168. We've had this long G right before this section, and of course at 127, it's marked in the music tranquillo. So basically, it's slowing, the tempo is slowing down. We've been playing 92 in the main part of the movement. And in this section, I slow it down to 63. Maybe you'll find it 66, maybe 60. I don't know, whatever you feel like. But it's going to be significantly slower. Not only just the tradition, but all I have to do is play it. You certainly wouldn't want to play it at 92. One of the first things I was informed about this little series of quarter notes to make sure there's enough separation, because if you're playing in a fairly large space, the story goes, and I think my teacher was right, that it was you won't actually hear it. You won't hear the separation, so you have to make sure, really emphasize. Now, as far as the bowing goes, on the first, especially after the long G, and I should mention the long G, I generally would play a long up bow, sustain it, to the point where there's the crescendo. Very natural crescendo on the down bow, and then come out toward the point before starting this next section. Okay, so we start 3 ups. Now you have the option, you could play with 3 more ups. Often, I like to play, gives a little bit more emphasis. It says a little bit more than if I play. It's not quite as expressive. Same thing here. And I make the shift there to 4th position on the 2nd beat because I want to copy the 3 pickup notes. This is where we start, 3 notes. And then we want to make sure we have some bow. We want to distribute our bow nicely. We're playing crescendo, diminuendo. And then in this next bar, what is that? 41, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in bar 147. You could play. I can't make enough crescendo. It's if I do 3 separate, I really get the crescendo to sforzando. So that's 47. Then 48 has the sforzando. I like to do another sforzando in 49. So it sounds. If I play it without the sforzando, it sounds. See, we've got a measure there without the extra energy of that sforzando. On this one, this is an interesting passage at 151. I do a 2-2 and do my shift on the downbeat in the next bar. In the music, they suggest a 1, and I just don't feel comfortable with that. I feel this 2-2-3-3. Now here's another very interesting spot at 153. We've got this G. I like to drive through that G. The tendency, at least with a lot of my students, is to hold, and they lose energy in the passage. So I suggest keep moving through that G up to the B where the sforzando is. That's the climax of the crescendo. Now, all through here, we've got a crescendo going from the back, which is 160. It's awfully nice to stay on the E string. They have something marked in here to go on the A string. I think it's a little bit weak. We need a little bit more brilliance. And already, we could be starting to think about diminuendo. And of course, a big diminuendo here up to the harmonic on the A string. Hold it, fermata. And it's nice to do a little slide. You just slide a little ways, and then I come to fourth position. You could certainly come to third. I've seen many, many players do that. And then you'll probably want to go back to fourth position. Somehow you got to get to fourth position to make that D that comes up in another bar. And we're immediately back to 92 at this point. Okay, well, I hope that helps you a little bit, gives you some ideas on different bowings, and the fingerings are kind of straight ahead. I noticed one that I didn't mention, that it's in 150. I like doing this where I'm third. As much they have, they're at third. They're at second position, right? Then they do the same shift, but I'm in third, so I get a little more vibrato. Okay, well, I hope that helps you, gives you some ideas. Of course, my ideas are not the only ideas, but just, a little more inputs for you. Okay, thanks very much. This was part 3 of the Mendelssohn, and hopefully I'll get to part 4 very soon. Take care. Have a great day.